to Mr. Esau McKnight Sr., the man, the father, the person, also known as Debra. He was a man well loved of his family, a great kinsman across the globe. But when you really got a chance to know him, his greatness was immensely untold. There was more to Diddy than meets the eye. He was a friend to all. He became a good husband, a generous provider, and he was known to all by his eloquence in playing pool, dominoes, and basketball. He loved traveling to Crockett to visit his relatives and friends, eating sweet potato pie, going around the square, downtown, or uptown as they called it. His favorite sayings were, "Show enough, man, you kidding, good gracious alive, and I'll be John Brown." We never did officially know who John Brown was, but I think he was a farmer. And when he chastised his sons, Junior, Donnie, and Johnny Ray, they were crying so loud, seemed like their voices would reach the clouds. He was a very slim man, but he could hit really hard. I think his other way of punishment was making him mow all them yards. But it made young men out of them. One time he made Linda sweep all the driveways, and she said all she got was 3 little old stinky dollars. But I'd rather get those $3 than to have to get a whooping and holler. But he never whooped me and Sharon. Boy, I tell you, when we were little, we would go on vacation during the summer to San Francisco, California, Chicago, Illinois, Washington, D.C., Phoenix, Arizona, San Marcos, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Galveston, Texas, and we would spend all the money and Diddy's money. And we thought that's the way it would always be. But then we got to growing up, and it got so expensive, Diddy would say, "What's wrong with you? Do you think money grow on trees?" Then me and Mother just took us to Crockett and back. But when Diddy stood up, he would fold his arms, lean back on the nearby wall, and it seemed like he was 12 feet tall, saying, "Hey, I'm Esau McKnight." When someone would tease him saying, "Don't they call you Shotgun?" he would say, "Yeah, you got that right." He loved church and quartet groups. He was a faithful usher for over 20 years. We grew up seeing him suffer many things, but he always kneeled down to pray. At times, we saw tears run down his face, and he would just be thanking God for just another day. He was a man that would find a way to give his last to help you again and again. He wanted all 6 of his kids to serve God, to do what was right, and to follow his divine plan. He was a man that didn't say a whole lot unless you brought it out of him. His last few years with us, he talked more to God than he did to his own family and his kin. But one thing we do know, that Esau McKnight Sr. was a man of faith all the way to his peaceful end. He would be the man, the father, the person that we will never forget. He will never be forgotten. For this is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. As we weep and share this time with all for being so sad. But not as if we don't have hope. Because Esau McKnight Sr. will want us to praise the Almighty God, lift up our heads and be glad because he made it in. And in that great getting up morning, we will see him again. We celebrate the life, the love, the legacy of Mr. Esau McKnight Sr.
Amen.